Hi, Facebook friends. Happy Saturday. How are each of you today? Are you guys having a good Saturday? Just wanted to pin my link in the comments, but I just wanted to jump on here with you. I'm getting ready, and I thought I would get ready with you live. Hi, Madison. Today is Support Your Small Business Saturday. How many of you knew that? And I wanted to get on here and just say happy Saturday and share that with you. I'm going to just kind of chat with you a little bit while I am putting on my makeup. So I'm excited because today a couple of things are happening for me. I'm just putting on primer. One is I am going to be joining my daughter and son-in-law in Palm Coast, Florida, because they are doing a photo shoot for their Christmas cards. And they want to take their little dog with them. Well, she's actually not little, she's kind of big. But, and I'm going to go and assist with the dog. So while they are getting their photos done without the dog in the picture, I can kind of watch Lola for them. And I always love getting to spend time with my granddaughter. We've had Lola in the family for quite some time, and she's a family member, so we're quite fond of her. And she's getting a baby brother in March. We're so excited. Madison and Billy are expecting their first baby, and it's a little boy, so we're excited to add that addition to our family. But I just wanted to hop on here and let you guys know that today is Support Small Business Saturday. I'm actually using a concealer this time. I'm not really using a primer. I'm using it as a primer, but I'm just giving myself a good little base canvas on my eyelid so that my eyeshadow will stay on and not move around. I'm going to be outside for a little while, so I want a very light makeup today. But anyway, I wanted to just shout out all the small businesses that are out there. You know, you never know. If you have friends and family that you know that are small business owners, you should reach out to them, support them. You know, this has been a hard year on everyone, especially our small business owners or just private business owners in general, because there was a period where everybody was shut down and couldn't do anything, and they had no source of income. So everybody kind of had to find their new normal and new ways of doing things. And while a lot of that has been positive and, you know, can be life-changing for your business, it can also be detrimental and cause heavy obstacles in the road that people have to overcome. So it's been challenging to say the least, but it is nice to reach out and support your small business owners because you know, when you do that, you're directly impacting a family because that is their source of income. So if you have friends who are small business owners, I would encourage you to reach out to them to support them because they could really use it, especially right now. If you're jumping on the live, say hello so I know you're joining me. And if you're joining the replay, which most of you will be joining the replay, just let me know by saying caught you, and I'll know you were able to catch the video. Let's see, I'm looking for a particular brush. I really need to clean out the brushes. I have too many in here. So how many of you, if you're tuning in with me, let me know where you're watching from. Where are you from? Are you from a local surrounding area? Are you from Jacksonville? And what are you guys doing on this Saturday? Here in Jacksonville, it's a little gloomy. It's bright out, but it's overcast and looks like it's going to rain, but I don't think it has yet. The other thing that I'm going to be doing today after I leave the photo shoot with my daughter is I am so excited because a childhood friend of mine who I grew up with, she moved away about 5 years ago down south. She's still in Florida, but she's about 5 hours from me. And she let me know that she was in town for Thanksgiving. And so Douglas and I are going to meet her and her husband for dinner. So I'm really excited about that because I haven't seen her in a hot minute, and I want to be able to spend some time with her while she's here. And I'm very grateful and thankful that she was able to work out her family. She came here to visit her family for the holidays, but she was able to work out some time where she could spend some time with me. So I was very grateful and thankful for that. Hi, Kathy. Glad you could join me. I'm just putting on a little makeup to run out and do some things this afternoon. I'm using a very natural peach color in my crease line. I'm putting it just in the crease. How about any of you, did you hit any of your Black Friday sales yesterday? Did y'all have any good deals that you found? I went out, but I didn't do a whole lot of buying. I really just wanted to spend time with family, so I'm going in with a little darker brown color just in the corner of my eye here and a little under my eye. I've already done my eyebrows. I did those before I got on just because they're a little more time consuming, and I just wanted to hop on here mainly to talk about encouraging you to support small business owners. And you know, if you guys are a customer of mine already, I am thankful and grateful for you, and I appreciate you supporting me in my new endeavor to start a small business and also to, you know, have a little side hustle to make some extra income. You know, there's a lot of people that have side hustles, not necessarily doing what I do. There's all different kinds of small businesses, but people do it for different reasons. Some people do it because they have a dream to get out of a job that they're in, or they have a dream to be able to help their husband. You know, maybe they're a stay-at-home mom and they want to help their husband support, you know, the family. Maybe they just want to buy diapers and groceries. Maybe they want a new car, or maybe they want to pay for dance or a ball for their children. Or maybe they just want something to do with, you know, something extra to do with their time. Everybody has their whys of why they do what they do and the businesses that they do. But as a customer, it's nice to be able to support the small businesses and encourage them along the way for whatever reason they're doing it. So I appreciate all of my customers. If you are a customer with me, I appreciate you, and I'm very thankful and grateful. If you are not a customer and you would like to be, just send me a DM, or you can drop a comment below, and I will reach out to you and see how I can serve you. If you have not tried any of FARMASi's products yet, you definitely are doing yourself a disservice, and you are missing out. So FARMASi is a makeup company, but they're far more than that. They have makeup, they have skincare, they have a product line for men, they have a product line for babies, they have nail care, hair care, and we have so much more coming because they're a company out of Europe. I'm just going in the corner of my eyes now with a little bit of the burgundy, since I'm wearing burgundy, and I'm just adding a little bit of color in here. Doing a little pop of color right there on the corner and just bringing it right under my eye. This really isn't a tutorial, but I'll kind of tell you what I'm doing as I'm putting my makeup on. But FARMASi is coming out with a wellness line. They actually have it because they've been in Europe for over 70 years, but they have not got all of their products into the States yet. So they are adding a lot more each year. I'm really excited about December 1st, which is in a few days. They are coming out with a bunch of new eyeshadow palettes. So I'm going to be grabbing all of those, and I'll be sharing all of that with you. But I am really excited about that because we've needed some more eyeshadow palettes added to our repertoire of colors. So, and I've seen like 3 of them, and they're pretty nice size palettes with a bunch of colors in it and some vibrant colors. So I'm excited about that. If you guys are joining me, please say hello so I know you're here. I can't see any of your comments if you're commenting to me. Okay, I am going to pop on a little bit of highlighter on my brow. Like I said, I've already done my eyebrows. But I'm just going to clean it up under here where I've put the shadow. Tell me some of the deals you guys were able to get on Fridays for Black Friday. I was able to get Douglas a couple of gifts. I got all the grandbabies their Christmas pajamas. We do a Christmas Eve with the kids and the grandbabies, and everybody wears Christmas pajamas. And we like that because we're just cozy and comfy, and you don't have to get all formal, and gives them something a little different to do. They don't have to get formal 2 days in a row. You don't have to get all dressed up. So it's kind of nice to be able to hang around in your pajamas. And we usually do a steak dinner for them so they don't have to have the traditional meal 2 days in a row. But we kind of like that because it allows everybody to kind of go to, not feel pressured on Christmas Day to run the streets to, get all the family in and covered. So we kind of like our tradition on Christmas Eve. I'm just hitting the right in the top of my brow here with a little bit of highlighter. That's a cream-based highlighter, and I'll put powder highlighter on in a minute. Okay, I have already primed my face, so I am getting ready to put my foundation on. I like to use the CC cream, which is a very light coverage. I like to put mine on with a beauty blender because it just makes it more smooth for me. I've tried it with several different ways, using my hands, using a brush, and I prefer to do it with a beauty blender, but you just have to kind of do trial and error and see what works for you. I like also doing my foundation after my eyeshadow because when I get fallout onto my cheeks, I can cover it up with my foundation after. And I just do a little stipple method because it just puts a very light coat on there for me. And I wet my beauty blender. I don't like to use a dry beauty blender, and I wet it with our Time Liker spray, which is a setting spray. And I'll put that on at the end too, just to set all my makeup. But I like to put my foundation on with it so it helps set it and it moistens the beauty blender. What are you guys doing this evening? Do y'all have plans? Dinner plans? You're staying at home? How many of you are participating in going out in any of the festivities, or are you all quarantining still from the corona? We're trying to find our new normal, so we are going out some, but we're trying to use wisdom, and we wear masks when we go out. And then if we're eating, we take the mask off while we're eating, but then we usually try to mask back up. And I don't want COVID myself, but I really do it because I'm around family members and I don't want to be a carrier to make anybody sick. Okay, I am not putting the foundation right under my eye. I am going to leave that for concealer because I don't want to layer it. I just want to, everything will have its place. You don't have to layer it. You can only have the one layer. So I like to use the lightest concealer that we have just to help with the dark circles under my eyes. And now that I have my foundation on, oh, it is starting to rain outside now. I like to, this is a more of an orange based concealer that we have, and I'm going to use that. I have a dark circle right here, And the orange in this is a color balancer. It cancels out dark. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Most people think that you would do it with a light color, but you don't, because that highlights. So this has an orange undertone, and I'm just going to tap it in with my finger. Just to cover up that dark spot. Another thing is we have a new line coming. It's, like I said, this one's been in Europe for quite some time, and it's a huge hit over there, a huge seller. But I'm excited about it because it is a like spot. It reduces age spots and brightens them and whitens them and turns them lighter. So it's called Lumi is the line that's coming out, and I believe that might be coming out December 1st. I know it's coming soon. They've already announced it to us, but I'm not sure exactly when. But I can't wait to try that because I do have dark spots from aging and just years of not protecting my skin as a teenager. I am going to take a different beauty blender. I don't know where all my beauty blenders are. Bear with me. I don't see it, so I guess I'll use a brush. Just take a light flat brush, and I'm just gonna work I'm gonna wet it with some setting spray, and then I'm gonna work in my concealer just under my eye. It's really raining outside now. I checked the weather in Palm Coast, so my daughter's photo shoot should be fine because there's no chance of rain there. She actually had to reschedule it because she had it scheduled for about a week ago, and it stormed there, so she wasn't able to do it. I'm gonna pop just a little more under here, and I'm just patting it in. Hey Kim, how are you? You need skincare from Emphy. He's getting acne, but it can't have alcohol. Yeah, we do have a charcoal line that is good for acne. There's a couple of different ones that we have, but I would look at the ingredients in them and make sure that it had no alcohol in it for him. But yeah, I'll look and see what I can find for him. I can't believe he's old enough to be getting acne already. It's mind-blowing. Makes me feel old. Hey Brenda, how are you? Welcome. Okay, so I just stuck some highlighter under my eye. And the reason I like to not put foundation and then put highlighter on it is because I don't like to layer it like that, because under my eyes are, you know, if you have any fine lines or wrinkles under your eyes, it'll get real heavy there, and I don't like it real heavy. So all right, I am going to go in with just a little bit of a brown pencil. You know what? Hold on one second, because I put it in my purse and it's there. My favorite brown I took with me yesterday. Forgot I put it in my purse. Okay, it's just our brown express pencil. And I'm going to pop just a little bit in the corner of my eye. These are very creamy, so you don't need a whole lot. And then I like to take a brush and smudge it. So, oops. I can't find my brushes, guys. Talking back, yeah, well, they start talking back at a really young age, so I don't know that you have to be a certain age for that. It just seems so odd for Memphis because he was so quiet. Or maybe he was just quiet because I was around, but he seemed like he was really quiet and reserved. Of course, they're all like that whenever strangers are around. Y'all really pray that it doesn't rain in Palm Coast. I really don't want Madison's pictures to be canceled again. Kim, I need to talk to you too, because I want to talk to you about doing a piece of furniture for me. Hey Karen, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. All right. I'm gonna do a little contouring. I'm gonna just kind of stipple right under my cheekbone. If you want to know where your cheekbone is, you just put your brush at the top of your ear towards your mouth, and when you can kind of push up and feel the bone, you'll know right where your cheekbone is. And the contouring, you want to go right underneath that. Right underneath that cheekbone. And this is just part of sculpting your face. My mother was very blessed with very high cheekbones and very defined cheekbones, and I have a little more meat on me, so I have to kind of create my own. I can do that. I'll call you. But okay. Tell Uncle Frank and Aunt Phyllis that I said hello and I love them, and I'm praying for both of them. I keep up with them to see how they're doing, because I ask Madison constantly how they're doing. But I know they've had a rough couple of months. All right, I'm just contouring under my chin. I used to not contour, but you know, you'd be surprised at the difference it makes. Just defining the structure of your face. And then I like to take a contouring brush. Mine is double-ended, so I have a big end and a small end, and I take the small end and just contour along my nose. Just elongating my nose. And don't worry if it looks like I'm putting a line. I will blend it in just a minute. So I was telling you guys about FARMASi having a fitness, it's more not a fitness, it's a well and fitness line, but they have all kind of products. They're coming out. I mean, they like I said, they have them in Europe already, but they're going to be bringing them to the States, and they have vitamins and shakes and ointments for, you know, boo-boos and all kind of products that are really good that they're going to share with us here in the States. I'm just kind of highlighting, elongating my nose. I create a little line here and here just to kind of create the little button nose. And then I'm going to go in with some highlighter and highlight. Just going to highlight the tip of my nose, highlight my chin, and I'm just using a round, kind of a dense kind of brush along my nose. Hit my brow bone. And just hit the tops of my Cupid's bow. And the other thing I like to do, which I forgot to do, is take the contouring, which is the dark, and put it right in the valley of the Cupid's bow to kind of create that look. Put a little bit under my lip, which makes it a little pouty looking. And then I will take my translucent setting powder and I'm going to set it. Here it is. I already had it out. It's translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to, I took the lid off mine just because it's easier to use when I'm sitting here. And just set all of that to kind of tone it down. I like translucent because it doesn't change the color of my makeup, it just mattifies it. Okay, and I'm going to hit the tops of my cheekbones with a little color to give me just a little bit of blush. I'm just going with a very natural look today, nothing fancy. Just going to be outside and then headed to dinner. All right, for lips, I'm just going to do a real simple, like I think I have it in my purse too, a burgundy kind of liner since I'm wearing burgundy with a very neutral center. Okay. Here's the burgundy. This is kind of a purple burgundy, but I just outlined the outsides of my lips. Which will keep my lipstick from bleeding. You want to be careful not to overline your lips. I know people like to draw their lips in and make them more full than they are, but I don't like that. I don't like seeing people do that, but to each their own. Okay, so I have my liner on, and I am going to use a liquid lipstick, which will stay pretty good with me. Let's see, what color do I want to use? Let's test this and see what color this is. It's kind of a burgundy. We'll try that instead of a neutral. Let's go with a little bit darker. I am using our matte liquid lipstick because it will not come off. It stays with you. And I love the little doe foot applicator. Makes it easy to apply. Now this is real wet and creamy and is very movable when it's wet, but once it dries, it doesn't go anywhere. So you kind of have to be careful and make sure it's the color you want before you put it on because it stays with you. Okay, and before that dries, I'm going to put a little bit of neutral in the middle to kind of give it like a highlight effect. Let's see what color. Okay, this is our nude, which is a very neutral color, and I'm just going to put a little bit to highlight in the center. If you don't like the way it's kind of blending, you can take a brush, kind of smooth the edges out. Okay, I think I want a little bit lighter center, so I am going to, oh, here we go, I got it. Go in with a little bit of concealer. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my hand, and then I'll dip my brush in it and just add a little bit in the center. And that gives it kind of an ombre look. I'm going to go in with my original color, make it a little bit darker on the ends. Because I want that highlighter right in the center. Okay. I can live with that. Okay, now I'm going to, let me get this lipstick off my hand before I forget. Pop some mascara on. I like using, we have 8 different mascaras. You've heard me say that before, but I like our double blend. It's for volumizing and for lengthening. I'm going to start out with the lengthening. Just put my mascara on. It's kind of like my finishing touches, and then I'll be done. Hey Sandra, how are you? Happy Saturday. Whoop, my light went off. Look at the length on my eyelashes. It really does lengthen them. I don't have a whole lot of eyelashes, so it's very difficult to see them. So I have to build mine up with several different layers of mascara. And I like this, the lengthening, because it pulls a lot of the mascara off of the wand and allows you to get the length you want and get them all separated before you really put the mascara on there. You also want to hit the backs of your lashes, so I like to roll it on the back of my lashes as well. So it makes them a little bit thicker and you can see them better. I went last week and I had my eyelashes curled. And I'm not so sure that I'm a fan, because it really did change the texture of my eyelashes, the hair of my eyelashes, and made them want to be kinky curly. So they're a little more difficult to put the mascara on, to be honest with you. So what did you guys do today? What have y'all done this Saturday? I stayed home. Since I went shopping with family yesterday, I was tired, so I tried to do stuff around the house and kind of stay in, especially since I knew I would have the evening spending it with my daughter and then my best friend, so I wanted to be well rested. Hey Susan, how are you? Hey Jenna, I saw you up there too. Was chatting about Small Business Saturday, letting everyone know that it is Small Business Saturday. If you were not aware, if you have a friend or family member who is a small business owner, reach out, show them some love and support. It's been a very difficult time for small business owners through the COVID. And those that have survived could really use everybody's support. So reach out to them and let them serve you and help you with whatever product line they have or service that they may have, because it is helpful to them, directly impacts their family, and it is helping them overcome this hurdle that we've just had thrown at us since March. And we want to see our small business owners survive. I can tell you that all the Amazons and Walmarts and Best Buys of the world, they're doing just fine. They are surviving all of this. More people are ordering online and they're all doing good. But your small business owners are suffering. So a want you to reach out to your friends and family that have small businesses and support them, because they need it. My daughter is a business owner, and I know that they have suffered trying to stay afloat during this time, and they could use everyone's support. That's pretty much it. I am going to set it one more time with some translucent powder just to mattify it and seal it for me. And then I'm going to spray it with our time locker. I'm going to spray it with our time locker spray. And we are going to call it done. Thank you for joining me. I hope you all enjoy your Saturday evening, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.